Hi everyone, welcome to Module 3, also known as the week where we stop guessing and we actually start using data. Because here's a fun fact. Assumptions are not always a research method. In fact, they're never a research method. Up until now, you have been working to define your topic, explore theory, and map strategies, which is great. But also, you are still doing a little bit of, I think this is a problem, but I'm not really sure. So this week actually shifts that mindset. Now I'm asking you, can you prove that this is actually a problem? And this is where your program either becomes evidence-based or just a really well thought out opinion. Because this week is about using real data to justify your program and why it should exist in the first place. If I asked you, why are you choosing this population? Why are you choosing this issue? And why does it actually matter? Who cares, honestly? You should definitely not say because it's important. You should say because here's the data that says that it's important. This week, you are building your needs assessment, which means you are going to use population data, identify risk factors, examine disparities, and understand context. So in other words, you're really answering questions like, why is this actually happening to this population? And what exactly is happening? So let's start off talking about some common mistakes that students make because they happen. And unless we address them now, they're going to pop up. So mistake number 1, using random national stats. Yes, national data is helpful, but if your program is a local one and you use national data, well, that's just lazy. And honestly, I can see that coming straight through my computer screen. So you need to fix it by making sure that you are using local, state, and community-specific data. Mistake number 2, dropping in data with no explanation. And honestly, students love to do this. We love to say things like obesity rates are 35% and then just move on. No. Your job is to explain why does that matter? What does it mean? And how does it justify your program? Mistake number 3, you're still guessing. If I read, this population probably experiences, again, no. What we're doing is probably not going to cut it anymore. I need you to show that data shows XYZ, or evidence indicates, or previous research demonstrates. By the end of this module, you should have a data-driven needs assessment, evidence supporting your program, a clearer understanding of your population, and a definitely stronger foundation for everything that's going to follow. Everything in this week is going to feed into your program design, your intervention strategies, and eventually your evaluation plan. So if your needs assessment is weak now, your program is going to be weak. If your needs assessment is really strong, then everything else that comes later should be easy. So now you may be asking yourself, what should I be thinking about this week? I want you to shift your thinking from, I think this is a problem, to the data clearly shows that this is a program. Here's why and who it affects. So here's your final reality check. If you do this week really well, you will feel confident moving forward. But if you rush or guess, well, you'll have to keep fixing it every single week after this week until your program becomes evidence-based and well-supported. Because now you should have the data that supports your work.